We were traveling off to our safe house at the time, and on the way there, which is about 500 meters up the road from the safe house, we found little Benji there by himself amongst all the other street dogs. He's so tiny and defenseless, and the only way that we were going to get him was to feed him. He's a little bit hungry. This is a little boy. This was somebody's loved, in inverted commas, owned pet. He's a breed dog, right? So he would have probably lived in a cage for a little while. Has appeared from nowhere in the middle of the road. This is the second time I saw him, and this is just one of those rescues that you know you can't leave behind, right? So here he is now, and we need to stabilize him a little bit first because he's really sick. He's receiving antibiotics already for his skin infections, and we'll take it from there. So I am liaising with the vet. With certain rescues, there's no need for us to actually take the dog into the clinic because we're able to treat the dog internally ourselves. However, we will liaise with the vets if we run into any serious problems that we can't seem to handle on our own. Great! How are we so happy He's a happy little boy, no. He's still got to be careful because he's still not 100% healed yet, so... Hi, Benji! Hi, Benji! So I'm going to have to, scrub my hands and stuff like that. Benji's recovery took a little while. When we treat dogs ourselves, we have to be really, really careful because what Benji actually has is something called scabies, which is very contagious to both humans and other dogs as well. So that's the reason why we have to sterilize our hands and scrub everything and make sure that we don't get contagious because it's easily spreadable. Benji's personality really started to shine when he was feeling a lot better. Once we shaved all his hair off and gave him medication to deal with the scabies and cure all his infections, he was a much happier dog. And you can see here that his personality is shining out. He was tolerant of little baby puppies and also senior dogs. In our rescue, we truly believe that the first thing that the dog needs to do is actually how to dog proper again, because in most instances, dogs in Bali don't actually understand how to be a dog and be a loved pet or anything like that. So usually we transition them through, letting the other dogs guide them through how to become a dog, and then later on the humans will interact and train the dog on how to behave as a loved pet. All dogs are vaccinated twice with us. We will see that Benji actually received his first vaccination. They get picked up, they get handled, and we train them how to become a domesticated, loved pet. We believe that all dogs that come into our rescue should actually already live as loved pets, as if they're already adopted, so that when the adoption time comes, they are prepared for adoption. All dogs, as we said before, are vaccinated twice, and they receive their rabies vaccination, and then they also get sterilized internally. We have a vet that comes and sterilizes them for us. And once these dogs have completed their full rehabilitation, then they're ready for adoption. We run adoptions is we make sure that we do a thorough phone screen, and one of the practices that we have to ask is also whether or not the adopter, especially if they are not local, is planning to stay in Bali, and what will they do hypothetically if they have to leave the country. We will only adopt dogs if we know that expats will actually plan to take the dog with them. So we have a very strong belief that we do not want to rescue dogs more than once. And we make sure that they really do land in their forever homes after that.